welcome back. With Christmas behind us, many of us are shifting our focus to New Year's Eve. We're in the kitchen this morning with our good friend, Chef Daniel Green. Thank you for joining us. Of course, from the Food Network and what, 11 books now?
Almost. Like I said, like 97 books. Did we lose count yet?
Almost there. Well, I got involved recently with Kaskad Group, which is Crave.
Yeah.
And, so many different fabulous restaurants under their belts. Crave is doing something very special for New Year's Eve, so I wanted to share it with everyone.
Please, and you're bringing us a sneak peek, which is
we like
wonderful.
Sneak peeks.
I am. The only thing I can't tell anyone is what this special seasoning is for Crave.
Oh.
I like to give away my secrets. I can't on this.
Okay, all right. So
Okay.
some magic dust.
Exactly. That tastes fabulous. That tastes fabulous.
There you go.
Now, the thing about Crave is you can go to any location. They're getting pretty sold out. But they have got a special for New Year's Eve that is going to be $89 for 2 people, 3 courses, scallops, and we've got steak, and we've got goat cheese salad and lobster biscuit. I mean, it really is a good deal. It is. So if you haven't booked New Year's Eve yet, they've still got, some of them are getting full. There's, of course, Woodbury, there's Galleria, there's Downtown, there's Mall of America. So if you want to get into a Crave, it's a really nice way to think about it.
New Year's Eve, 2 people for under $100.
Yeah.
That's a great deal.
Not bad
okay, so you sprinkled the magic dust on the scallops.
Seared scallops, we're just going to let those cook up a little bit on each side. I like them nice and pink on the inside, and they're done beautifully. The scallops they use are fabulous. So I'm kind of developing, once we get into January, you know my specialty, and you were talking about the books, has always been healthy. So I've got some really exciting healthy dishes that are going to be featured from Crave and all of the groups from January. We're going to start some specials running.
And that's when your next book is coming out.
That's about when the next book's
Number
coming
11.
out. But we're excited.
You're doing the scallops. I don't make scallops at home very often, frankly, because I'm just afraid I'm going to ruin them and make them into hockey pucks. You're putting it on pretty high heat? And, what? I do. I'm not good at them.
Hey, hockey pucks are delicious.
You know, the thing is,
they cook up so fast.
You make a very good point, and most people get scared of seafood. The thing is, you want to undercook it, not overcook it. It's the same with shrimp. As soon as seafood changes colour, it's done. You can have these a little pink on the inside because this is a hot heat, so it's going to really kill any bacteria on the inside.
That's what would scare me. The pink in the middle. I would think they were undercooked. But.
Now this is a little bit. This is absolutely delicious. This is not my creation. This is the chefs at Crave that came up with this for New Year's Eve. It's this beautiful, beautiful sauce that's made from oysters, and it's cream and it's butter, and it's a little bit indulgent, but it's New Year's Eve. We've got one more night left that we can do that.
And then your New Year's resolutions start, or they're supposed to start.
And then some garlic bread with some garlic butter just on the crostini. Place that down. It's going to toast up. I've already made one there. The scallops are almost done with a little squeeze of lemon. I always say this, when I'm trying to cook at home and get people to cook a little healthier, you don't have to oil if you saw. I didn't oil the pan. I use a really good non-stick pan from Gotham Steel, and all I'm doing is oiling the food, not the pan. That way you use less oil, but you get the colour that you want and that beautiful crispiness.
Oh, that's a very good tip.
So always think about that with anything, steak, chicken.
Specific oil you use? Do you prefer olive oil versus something else? What do you use?
You know, olive oil doesn't have a good heat retention, so it's not good for deep frying and it's not good for real frying. But it's got really good saturated fat. So when you do what I do, like just dip it in, you don't have any problem with that. You just don't want to put lots of oil in here. And with an olive oil, then you have to go to a vegetable oil.
So what else is on the menu if people aren't in the mood for scallops on New Year's Eve? What else
so there's
in this $89 deal can they get?
Chocolate dusted steak appetizer. There's going to be a New York strip. There's going to be salmon. There's a really nice there's goat's cheese salad. There's going to be a bisque soup. And there's a few things off the menu that are regular price, but most of it, I mean, for $89 for 2 people.
Yeah, that's
pretty good, isn't it?
Really good. Now, once we get into January, what's different about your new book? Why the 11th book? The 11th book is another paleo book, and it's more about a diet to follow. It's called the Monday to Friday diet, so you can have time off on the weekends. So it's follow this Monday to Friday, have on the weekends. Just title it The Typical Weekend Warriors, that's usually what most people do.
Well, a lot of people, because sometimes, you know, they like, oh, there it is, that's the first one. That's the first one. The second one is the actual diet. And then I want to implement with Crave, like, we're trying to get to the next level with Crave. It's always had consistency. It's always been a brilliant restaurant. I'm bringing in a little bit more of an international flair with a Korean dish called bibimbap, which is just very exciting. It's a really nice one to add to it. And, you know, I've done a lot in Thailand, and, you know, I gave you some recommendations
all
when
over
you
the
went.
World.
No kidding.
This man knows the best places to eat.
So we're bringing a little bit of that flair from all over the world on a healthy way. But we won't want people to think, oh, I've just compromised and had healthy food. we're going to let people realize, hey, I had some really good food at Crave, and it so happened to be lower in saturated fats and really good for you. But we'll come back, hopefully, if you'll have me back on.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much. Have a Happy New Year. We're running out of time, unfortunately, but have a wonderful New Year. And safe driving out there today.
When can you pick up your new book?
January 14th.
January 14th. Perfect.
Thank you. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you, too. Stay safe.